For his career, 77% at the line. Got it. Across the timeline comes James. They can get a 2 for 1 if they play this right. To Durant. Lets it fly from long range. That's good D. Shot no good. And a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish it for 2 or 3 points.
Deep three at the buzzer. 1 quarter down with the Nets in front. 1 quarter in the books. This has the potential to be a good one.
Well, first off, I'm going to take my analytical hat off and then put my fan hat on. This has been a blasé first quarter. Not good, not bad, right in between. Let's see how both teams come out and try to adjust themselves in the second half.
To Irving. Gets it in the right corner. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Too easy. Defense has to communicate.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like their spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
Kyrie with the rock. Fires the 3. Message received. Well defended. Here's a chance from long range. Yes.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Here's Irving into the front court. He'll run the offense. Fires the 3. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. To Caldwell Pope. Oh, emphatic slam.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Irving with the basketball. They trail by 2. From long range, he continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
For 3. It's good. Coach wants to see more from his D.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stunt towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt, then get back to you or stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
Finishing inside the paint on that one. Now the Lakers going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. LeBron into the front court. Looking to make something happen. For 3, rebound comes down to Brooklyn. To Dinwiddie. Driving right to the basket. Durant. A scary sight. DeAndre Jordan with the putback slam.
That's a DJ we all know and love.
Bradley. Not going down here. Harris in a matchup with Boogie. To Dinwiddie. Going to launch beyond the arc. Knocks it down and the foul. And a chance now at a 4-point play.
The most important part for the offensive player is to create space. If you can create space, you can find your rhythm. And that's what we saw.
And he connects at the line. James still hasn't hit from deep in the first half. No good. Kyrie across the timeline. Up 6 to Dinwiddie. Top of the key. Durant still hasn't hit from deep in the first half. No good to Cousins. Kuzma. Bradley. And the rebound taken down by Harris. Durant across the timeline. Up by 6. To Irving. LeBron James sends it away. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by LeBron James. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Bradley. And he scores. Jay, how do you stop that?
Hey, look. Pretty dudes can mix it up once in a while, too, I guess.
Irving brings the ball up court. Kyle Kuzma with the block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
And the reward, he's going to the line.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Oops, he missed the first one. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Irving into the front court. Counting down toward a minute to go in this first half. Beyond the arc for 3. Rebound hauled in by Cousins. Davis. Off the mark. No good. To Dinwiddie. Lets it fly from long range. Tough shot for Dinwiddie. No good. To Kyle Kuzma. Kicks it outside. To James. Davis. Great dish to set it up. And a nice finish at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
The pass taken away by the Lakers. So a tie one as we reach the break in a one-point game. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jake. A lot of intrigue to come in the second half. A one-point game as we resume play here in the third quarter. LeBron into the front court. Leads 1. Oh, they call the foul, Jay.
Just a tic-tac foul.
All set to go here in the second half. The third quarter is underway. James. And he stays cold from deep as he misses another one. It's no good.
In the first half, you were hot. I get that. Now, since you're not, it's time to start squaring those shoulders and getting those feet in the right position to actually allowing yourself to make the shot.
Kuzma to James. Fires the 3. Can't go down. Smothering defense. It's Brooklyn's ball. Durant to Jordan. To the outside. Irving. He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
Durant. Sacrificing everything for the loose ball. To Cousins. Won't go. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Irving to Durant. Here's a chance from long range, and he can't get it to go down. It's no good. To Dinwiddie. Durant. He was all over him. To James. Kyle Kuzma. Tough shot. He hits.
And here's a setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, eventually I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes. And that's what the kick out for, guess what? Another one.
Jared Allen, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 77% at the line. First try, no good. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. Lakers ball. Here's James for two. That's what you've come to expect. Your best players making baskets.
Look, I get it. I've been one of the players who have had these mishaps happen to defensively. There is no worse feeling than the next day in film session watching yourself roam on the island by yourself. Somebody in this particular moment needs to tell you to get your head out of you-know-what to get back in the game.
It goes down.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
Durant. Jay, you had to figure sooner or later one of those threes was going to go down.
I don't know. I'm a little bit beside myself that he kept shooting the ball at that clip. I mean, when you miss that many shots in a row, you usually try to get to the rim, see the ball go in, then go inside out. But obviously, that's not the case.
Now that's a contest. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
To Kyle Kuzma. Curling inside, DeAndre Jordan. Tips it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Bradley and Jordan able to secure the rebound. Nice finish at the rim.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2 guard. Scary.
Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. James, he was 0 for 6 to start. Let's see if that three turns things around.
Well, there's this old saying, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. This is why you've been practicing in the offseason so hard. You never let one miss deter you from taking the next.
James to Cousins. Five to shoot for Los Angeles. Fires the three. Cleans it up around the perimeter to Bradley. From long range, he missed his first four from downtown. He finally gets a three to go.
I'm going to tell you what every shooter thinks after he misses 4 in a row. One has to go in eventually.
4-3. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Short jumper off the mark. Trying to cash in, wide open. Too easy. You can't give him that look.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Irving. Not that time.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Lazy pass there, and it's intercepted. Irving. Not done yet. For three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
And I just hear my high school coach preaching this thing to me every single day, and it's still pertinent for the NBA. It's all about spacing. And when you have guys who are lethal three-point shooters and they understand spacing, oh, that whole floor opens up, and that's a thing of beauty to watch.
That misses with a second to go. That ends the third quarter. The Nets have the lead. Brooklyn basketball here as we start the fourth quarter, and you have to figure they like this spot they're in, entering the quarter with the lead on the road.
Yeah, but Ed, I disagree. As a player, I'm not really worried about how big the lead is right now. I'm worried about what kind of energy we're going to enter the fourth quarter with, more important.
Out of bounds the call. Last touch by JaVale McGee. Going to launch beyond the arc. Can't connect. It's no good. To James. Caldwell Pope. Dinwiddie into the front court. Leads a bucket. Short jumper. Won't fall. Beyond the arc for three. Smothering D. Deep left corner. Lets it fly from long range. Textbook defense. To Caldwell Pope. James to Caldwell Pope. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Nobody even close. Count the basket for Caldwell Pope.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the three-point line. Make them take a tough two rather than an easy three.
Teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Subbing in for the Lakers, number 0.
Irving. Add another one to his total. That's now 7 threes for the ball game.
And the ball is finding him wherever he goes on the court. Man, that boy, he the best.
James can't connect. Goes to the right side. Durant buries the three. He's too good to leave that open.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with a three-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead, is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the three-point shot.
It's James. Misfires. It's no good. To Durant. Jordan to Durant. Fires the three. Tough shot. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Knocked loose. Lakers have it. Here's a chance from long range. Brooklyn secures the rebound. Into the front court, it's Irving. Leads 5. To Durant. Fires the three. And the Lakers clear. Durant. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
From long range, that's off the side of the rim, no good.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Caldwell Pope gets it at the top of the key. Goes to the left side. Foot was on the line. It's a turnover. Luke Walton switching things up. He's got some new players out there. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Anthony Davis. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Has a chance.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul.
And he connects on the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. Now the Lakers going to use a timeout, but this game's in the balance, and time is of the essence.
Consider no money remarks for your next group event. Availability is limited, so you must act now. Visit our team website for more details.
James. He engulfed him that time.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout. It's their second and final one of the last 3 minutes. They cannot stop the clock again. Second violation. To Durant. 4-3. And drills it. Jay, spacing can be a beautiful thing.
It is extremely prevalent right now for three-point shooters because of the skill set at every position is that versatile. Even your 5s and 4s can knock down 3s at a high clip.
It's a world of great three-point shooters and great three-point shooting teams. Bradley, he got a piece.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
It's the Nets who are victorious as they win this one handily. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams in a